Hey guys, it's me back to you today with another video, and today's video I will be talking about things that I would have changed about the TV show series Heroes created by Tim Kring. And I think that this will be the last video I do in this series, and the video that I plan to make and do after this and videos that I plan to do in the future will be different. I just wanted to make like a short series of like certain specific shows that I would have changed certain things about. And the reason why this will be my last one is because the TV show series Heroes created by Tim Kring, which started and began in 2006 and ended in I think 2010 and only had 4 seasons. There's a lot I would have changed about that personally myself, or if I would have been Tim Kring himself. One thing that I honestly feel like he should have done is he should have started that TV show series still in 2006, just like he did, but instead of starting it in late 2006 for like the first season that he did, which was 23 episodes long, which is honestly pretty long for just one season, for like a certain amount of episodes. I mean, usually and normally a TV show series doesn't usually have that many episodes for just the first season. I mean, I'm pretty sure that when a TV show series first starts or begins, the first season is the shortest. I mean, normally or typically. And I mean, for some TV show series, there are like the same amount of episodes per each season, even since like the very first season. But the reason why I say that Tim Kring should have started and began that TV show series of his at like the very beginning of 2006, say in like January of 2006 instead of September of 2006, is because for season 2 he had so many original, like, awesome, amazing ideas that he wasn't able to bring into reality because, in case none of you know, in late 2007, which is the year that season 2 of Heroes started and began, there was the thing called writer's strike, and I think it started in like November 5 of 2007, if I'm correct, if I'm not wrong. And if I'm wrong, please like tell me in the comment section. But I just know that it happened in late 2007, and because the writer's strike happened, it took away like certain funding from like TV show creators and even movie creators as well during that time period. And also it lasted until like I think it was March 15 of 2008, so for a few months. And because of that happening, it ultimately ruined a lot of shows, and even movies during that time period were like hurt or ruined or wrecked, like story wise or like money wise or episode wise or whatever. And one of those shows was Heroes, because originally for season 2 of Heroes, Tim Kring was going to have 24 episodes in season 2 of Heroes. So 1 episode more than he did even in the first season. Because in the first season of Heroes, he had a total of 23 episodes, which, again, I feel like is a lot for even just one season of a TV show series. But then the very next season, season 2, was going to have a complete total of 24 episodes, which I think would have been incredible, and I would have loved that. And I'm really crushed and heartbroken that that TV show series wasn't able to be as like well or great as it originally was planned or meant to be, since there was the writer's strike and Tim Kring wasn't able to make or do his original plan or vision for season 2 of Heroes because of the writer's strike that happened in late 2007. It made him pretty much forced to not only change the ending of season 2 of Heroes, because the original ending was going to be different than the season 2 finale that we got instead of the Heroes TV show. And also he had to like cut that series in half as well, because originally he was going to have a complete total of 24 episodes for that season of Heroes, for season 2 of Heroes. But because of the writer's strike, he was only able to do, I don't know, something like 12 episodes or something like that. Like, he had to really cut down on the amount of episodes starting in season 2 of Heroes than the amount he originally planned to have, which was 24. And I apologize, I keep repeating myself, but what's interesting is, if any of you are interested or curious to know what the original ending of season 2 of Heroes was going to be, you can actually look it up on YouTube. I watched it myself, but you can also see it if you have like the Blu-ray series of season 2. Tim Kring also talks about, like, behind the scenes, the original like plan and idea or vision for what Heroes season 2 was going to be. And the original version of season 2 of Heroes definitely would have been far better and superior than the pretty much piss poor season 2 that we did end up getting in reality, no thanks to the bitch ass writer's strike which happened. And that wasn't Tim Kring's fault, but because of that happening, it ultimately wrecked his show so much to the point where that series was canceled after just 4 seasons. And season 4 was by far the worst season of Heroes, in at least my opinion. I hated season 4 of Heroes. It was complete and total utter dog shit. It was by far the worst season of that whole series, even though that series only does have 4 seasons. But I do own all 4 seasons. And, you know, I don't just outright hate season 4 of Heroes, but I strongly dislike it. And I will definitely say and admit that it's easily the just most horrible, terrible season of the previous 3. Because honestly, I do like the previous 3 seasons, and especially the first season, of course, because obviously the first season of that TV show series was in fact the best and the only really great season of that really cut short series, since it only had 4 seasons. And, you know, it's just unfortunate because what originally Tim Kring himself hoped for to do with that TV show series would have just been so fantastic and out of this world and outstanding and incredible and whatnot, but he wasn't able to because of the writer's strike. And that's the main reason why his show, Heroes, was ultimately and in the long run ruined and canceled, wrecked, destroyed. But you know what? If he would have started season 1 of Heroes much earlier in 2006 instead of way later in that year, if he would have started and began the first season of Heroes in like January of 2006, which he honestly literally should have done, and that way he could have started season 2 of Heroes at the very beginning of 2007, like in the month of January of 2007. And that way he could have, honest to God, have done all original 24 episodes of Heroes within the year of 2007, and also before the writer's strike would have happened in like November of 2007. If he would have started the like very first episode and very beginning of season 2 in January of 2007, I'm pretty sure that he would have been able to do all original 24 episodes of season 2 of Heroes and like all the original story and plan and whatnot and vision that he originally planned to do for season 2 of Heroes. And then for season 3 of Heroes, he could have started that in like, say, I don't know, April of 2008. He could have waited until the writer's strike would have ended, which was in like March or maybe it was February. It was either February or March of 2008. So he could have either started season 3 of Heroes either in March or April of 2008. And then he could have done season 4 of Heroes in January of 2009 or sometime early in 2009, and then have ended season 4 of Heroes in like mid to late 2009, and then season 5 of Heroes in like 2010, season 6 in 2011, season 7 in 2012, season 8 in 2013, season 9 in 2014, and then season 10 of Heroes in 2015. Like he could have had, I don't know, 10, maybe 11 seasons of Heroes. And I mean, I don't know how many seasons that he originally planned to have of that series, or like originally wanted to have, if the writer's strike would have never happened, or if he would have done season 2 of Heroes like way before the writer's strike would have happened, even if he would have still done season 2 of Heroes in 2007, but just like started it at the very beginning of 2007, which would have only been possible if he would have started season 1 of Heroes at the very beginning of 2006 instead of late 2006 in September like he actually did, unfortunately. And you know, personally, I don't know how many seasons that would have worked for the show Heroes. I don't think it could have gone on for that long, but I feel like maybe 6 seasons that show could have had, possibly 6, maybe more. I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to say because it got canceled just after 4 seasons. And, you know, if it wouldn't have got canceled, I don't know how they could have possibly made it so that the show or series or whatever could have had, like, I don't know, more than 6 seasons, like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or whatever, like however many seasons that Tim Kring would have wanted. Because, I mean, if either the writer's strike would have never happened, or if he would have done season 2 of Heroes starting at the very beginning of 2007 so that he could have done all 24 original episodes that he originally planned to do for season 2 of Heroes. And so that season 2 could have not only been as great as it originally was planned to be, but also even better than the first season of Heroes. And then if he would have started season 3 of Heroes, like after the writer's strike would have ended, and if he would have waited for that, season 3 of Heroes could have been better than what we originally wound up getting. And that would have meant that season 4 would have been better, and so on and so forth. One thing I would have also changed about Heroes is that I would have kept Sylar a villain, just like he was in season 1 of Heroes. Because one of the most stupidest things about Heroes, the TV show, is that annoyingly, the writers or creators or whatever of that TV show series kept making Sylar jump back and forth between becoming a hero and then going back to being a villain, being a hero, going back to being a villain. And, you know, I've read articles online of people who have written these online articles like angrily and saying like, choose a side already. I mean, it's just pathetic that the writers of that TV show series would keep making Sylar jump back and forth between being a villain or being a hero, being a villain or being a hero. Like, he just couldn't make up his mind. And it was just, it bothered a lot of people, including myself. I thought that was pretty annoying too. And, yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate that happened. But ultimately, what hurt the show the most and in the long run was, in fact, the writer's strike. And this video is also going to be a lot shorter than a lot of my other videos, but I'm actually going to put the link in the description of this video below in the comment section, and I'm going to pin it to the top of both the original plan for season 2 of Heroes, and also I'm going to put the link in the description of the original ending of season 2 of Heroes, which I think would have been far more interesting and fascinating. But I'll just let you know, like right now, at least what the original ending of season 2 of Heroes was meant to be. And the original ending for season 2 of Heroes was going to have the virus actually be like an outbreak, like actually have the virus happen and like take place or whatever. Because like the villain of season 2 of Heroes, Kenzie or whatever his name was, Takezo Kenzie, or at least that's what Hiro Nakamura called him, because that was his like past name. And because he had Claire's power, he wasn't able to age, and so he was like over 400 years old. And I thought he was a badass. And originally the ending of season 2 of Heroes was going to have the virus capsule thing break open, and so the virus would actually break out and shit like that, and it would have just been so much more interesting, fascinating, intense, and whatnot. And so I'm going to put the link in the description below of both the original ending clip of season 2 of Heroes and also this video that I found on YouTube, if it's still up and on YouTube, of like what the original idea was going to be for the original 24 episodes for season 2 of Heroes. If either the writer's strike didn't happen or if Tim Kring would have started season 2 of Heroes much earlier in 2007 than he actually did. But anyways, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. I'm out.